Okay, bodybuilding fans, the 2022 Indy Pro is done. So let's review the finals. So I think this is the first time I've ever seen them do comparisons before the individual routines at the finals. Have you guys ever seen that before? It seemed like just a continuation of prejudging. Normally they do the comparisons after the routines, but here we go. Here's your first call out. Got Max Charles, Blessing, Charles Griffin, and Justin Rodriguez. Your top four. So your front double biceps, they pretty much look very similar to how they did in prejudging. I think Max probably came in a little bit sharper. Justin probably faded a little bit, as you will see in the results. Get your front lat spread. I think your eyes are drawn to Blessing just because of his darkness, his muscularity, even though I do like Charles's front lat spread. Side chest. Out of all these guys, I like Charles Griffin side chest the best. Like I said in the prejudging, shows off the striations in his chest, shoulders, arms. From the rear, back double biceps. I think both Blessing and Charles have good back double biceps, like apples and oranges. Blessing is a lot wider. You can see a lot of detail in his shoulders. Charles is good too, even though, like I said, you can't really see detail in his lower back. I wish he would squeeze arch his lower back to bring out the striations. The back lat spread, I think Charles has the best back lat spread in this group. Blessing, at least he's not leaning far back like he did in prejudging. Onto the side tricep. Execution-wise, I think Charles is hitting it a lot better than he did in prejudging. A lot more aesthetic. Your abs and thighs, or in Charles's case, vacuum and thigh. Like I said, I don't know how you score that if you can't see the abs, but Blessing is probably winning this pose as well. That's his signature side ab shot. Now, your most muscular, I think you got to give it to Max Charles. Look at that, striations in his chest. It's so wide. I think he's the widest guy on the stage. Makes Charles Griffin look a little narrow. Okay, in your second call out in the finals, from the left to right, you have Brett Swanson, Walter Martin, Dorian Haywood, and Ross Flanagan. I think a lot of you have seen Dorian before. He's competed in the Indy Pro every year. These other three guys, I believe they are, well, two of these guys making a pro debut, and Walter has competed before, but all of these guys are new to me. Here's a side chest shot. I think Dorian has the best execution, how he's hitting it with the chest up. Here's the back. As you can see, Brett Swanson on the left, green trunks, really good condition. Probably one of the better conditioned guys in the show, even though he doesn't have the best flow or best shape, kind of a wide waist, but when he lacks in shape, he makes up in condition. So if you look at Ross Flanagan on the right, he has a lot of muscle, good shape. He just has to come a little sharper, a little drier. As you see here, they moved Brett to the middle, which is an indication of how he's going to be placing at the finals. He's very happy, very excited, very conditioned, very hard. Okay, and we will move on to the final comparison in the finals with number 1 and number 2. Blessing and Charles looking pretty similar to how they did in prejudging. Blessing takes a really wide stance. I guess that's the trend nowadays to take a super wide stance. Here's your front lat spread. I still like Charles' front lat spread. He looks more complete with the lower lat insertions, even though Blessing's shoulder to waist ratio is ridiculous. If you look from the side, Blessing, You can tell he needs more hamstrings, or bigger hamstrings, I should say. You know, I would like to see more striations in his hamstrings. Okay, again, back double biceps. Charles is not arching his lower back, so you can't see the definition in his lower back. Back lat spread. Charles has lower lats. Looks better in my opinion. And like I said in the first comparison, at least Blessing is not leaning far back in the back lat spread as he did in the first call out of the finals. Side tricep. Both guys look pretty good. Here's your abs and thigh. Like I said again, you guys aren't hitting it the same way except for the vacuum. Kind of hard to compare, but you can tell that Blessing is a smaller waist, pretty sharp intercostals, and you're most muscular. Yeah, Blessing's width just, I think, sets him apart from Charles. Now we move on to the actual awards. So in 5th place, in the green trunks on the right, Brett Swanson. 4th place on the left, Justin Rodriguez. 3rd place, second from the right, Max Charles. And 2nd place, Charles Griffin, who was very disappointed, obviously. And winner, Blessing Awodabu. So I was surprised that Justin slipped down to 4th place. Looked like he was going to take 3rd after prejudging. And then Max Charles actually moved up to 3rd, which is a good thing. I like to see Max placing, in the top 5 of any show. Good for him. And of course, Brett Swanson, very excited for placing top 5 in his first show. Well, congratulations to Blessing. He looked great. And we're going to see him at the Olympia. Charles Griffin said after prejudging that he was not going to do the New York Pro, but I think he should do it, even though Justin and Blessing are both doing it. It'll be another chance for him to qualify for the Olympia. Since it's only a week away, he might as well do it, but we'll see. But we'll see Blessing at the Olympia this year in December in Vegas. I think he still needs to work on bigger hamstrings, bring up his triceps to match his biceps. Of course, he can always use bigger calves, but it's going to be exciting. He brings a lot of attention to the sport, and it's going to be fun. Thanks again for watching. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.